All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last round of Swiss in the 3K Legacy Tournament. We have to the left a familiar face, a really cool guy. Introduce him.
It's Mr. Alex. I actually think he prefers Simmons over Cook. I don't know
He
if you know
does.
him.
I don't know.
He is he's a British guy who lived for a couple of months, almost a year or even more, I'm not very sure, in Lucerne. And then fell in love with the city and a
Us.
beautiful woman, and us, of course.
A
And
woman.
I think so. I'm not even sure. And stayed around and is playing a lot of Magic, or was playing a lot of Magic. I'm not too sure about right now. And he's on D&T versus Goran Dujic, who we don't know very well. He seems to be playing some blue-white deck, which is looking through the deck lists to find it. Give us a
And
second.
Alex is playing Talia as he does.
He always does
in
and
every
loves.
format.
So
He actually attended one of our vintage tournaments, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm playing something with Gush and Lotus Cobra," and I was like, "Did you like it?" Nah, needs
Nah.
Talia.
beautiful. Starting off with a ponder.
It's blue-white Stoneforge Mystic with Back to Basics.
Okay.
Uwe Blade, which we have seen before in the very first round we casted. I think that was the same matchup, right? Was against Death in Texas, wasn't it?
Yes. Wasn't it Maverick? Was it Death in Texas? I'm not. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but anyway.
I think it might have been a Maverick. You're probably right. You're right about that.
Going for a second ponder, seeing the wasteland.
And Alex opening with a Wasteland, surprisingly. That's not a good sign. First of all, you don't want to necessarily reveal the Wasteland, and you usually want to open with Vial or Mother of
If
Runes.
you have to put the wasteland into play, yes.
Yeah,
But I think he has
not
a
a good
Cavern of
sign.
Souls. I saw it in the starting hand.
That
so
makes sense then.
Probably just. Oh, there's the mother.
That's
which he
unfortunate.
would have liked turn one.
And
most
there's the
likely.
Talia, his favorite card.
Yeah. So annoying to play against with such a deck.
Yeah,
You see
especially
the
if you're
brainstorms.
holding double Brainstorm.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, he has Back to Basics in hand.
Yeah, had he tapped out for like a Stoneforge, he could slam it now. But Thalia
Yeah,
helping
Thalia,
him there quite a bit.
good card. And he's probably going to lose the Tundra as well.
For sure.
Not for sure, but it depends on what Alex is trying to do with his hand. If he doesn't have another land and something else that costs 2.
Okay, I agree, but like if he had another white source, he would probably play the other white source.
Yeah,
over.
I don't think he has one now.
So, but
We're going to see.
that doesn't
He
work.
can't. Doesn't work. I hope Alex notices. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he knows it.
He knows his cards well.
He knows it.
He knows how Talia works.
A path to exile.
Main
deck.
phase.
Main deck, main phase.
It's probably one of. Yeah, it is. It's one of Path to Exile, one of Supreme Verdict, and 2 Council's Judgment for removal. And as far as counter magic goes, he has a counter spell, the 4 forces, 2 spell pierce, and a spell snare. So quite a lot of counter magic in this list, actually.
Interesting.
And
Really interesting.
Alex has another white source, so he's probably going to slam another Talia. There we go.
Oh, that's nice for him, and even can cast his Mother of Runes.
A land drop. I think he already played a land, no?
No, he was path. Or
Oh, that's right. That's right.
yeah, the wasteland was in play. He wasted.
Yeah, that's why
got
Path to
path,
Exiles
he
is
plays
not
it.
that common main deck.
No, it's not that common, and to be maybe a little bit, not to criticize too much, but he could have done it during Alex's turn, and he wouldn't have lost anything, I think.
No, I don't think so. If you do it in upkeep, you still dodge Caracas. So
Sorry?
if you do it in his upkeep, Caracas is still not a problem. So
Yeah, exactly, yeah, so it wouldn't be an issue to do that.
who mean that Mother is not on the table right now, but she is.
She is online.
Yeah.
Oh, feels like a good spot for Alex.
Yeah,
one thing
especially because Goran has still a ton of brainstorms, which are quite bad right now, and Council's Judgment, which is far away from casting.
And he doesn't have a fetch land either, I think, which would be extremely necessary or useful, I think, to get rid of those cards. Find some action. Yeah, now he needs the Supreme Verdict to get rid of the cards. Okay, true name down. Because Mother protects from any spot removal, so it's going to be
not from Council's Judgment, though.
Yeah, okay. I agree. Interesting thing, there's one Orsov Pontiff main in the Devon Taxes.
Oh, that's so cool. For those that don't know the card, it's like Zealous Persecution, but on a creature. It's a 1/1 creature for free. And I think it's a human. I'm pretty sure it's a human.
I'm not sure though.
Yes. And you choose whether you give yourself +1/+1 on each creature until end of turn when it enters the battlefield, or -1/-1 to all creatures of your opponent. So Arts of Pontiff is actually a quite decent solution for the True Name Nemesis. And I'm assuming he only has 2 Recruiters of the Guard though. But look at this. 2 Mirren Crusaders main deck.
Yeah, he loves them.
Yeah, and the Sanctum Prelate, wow. It's probably a one-off though, or is it? I don't see it on the list.
Sanctum's Prelate?
Ah, yeah, it's a one-off.
Yeah, it's a one-off. And possibly, one in the sideboard usually. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So he has an answer actually to the True Name Nemesis, which you usually don't suspect game 1 from Devon Taxes, even game 2 actually, apart from Council's Judgment obviously, but he has even a cleaner thing. And starts attacking. Oh wow, he finds the Chit. Wow.
Yeah.
That
is also a solution to the Mother of Runes.
Yes, to the whole board. Most likely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
He needs to find a Revoker. Oh, he has one.
That's so cool. Yeah, he's in a great spot. Even if he has a Goran needs so much. He needs like a white source and the removal for.
Yes. And I mean, although Alex, if Goran leaves back the True Name, he has to use his Mother of Rune, Alex that is, to get through with the 2 points of damage. So there's maybe an opportunity for Goran to sort, but he's completely screwed on white. So he found now he found a fetch line. So he
but even so, I mean,
he has some time, don't you think?
There's a Sanctum Prelate on one which denies the sword, so
of course,
it's really rough.
Of course, I forgot completely about the Prelate. Such an annoying card. Usually don't see what it does because opponent doesn't do anything. But
There's another Revoker. Chitty, surprise. You could have gotten for the sword as well, but probably
I think you just
want to
like the sword won't be enough. I think Chitty could win the game here still, but until the sword comes down and gets equipped.
Still.
Yeah, and I don't think he should have. In my opinion, he shouldn't have attacked there.
Probably not.
But either way, it was going to be difficult.
Alex obviously tapping one land away every single turn. And Goran ships up.
And that's game 1.
The second Talia was quite neck-breaking, and the Path to Exile probably hurt him more than it needed to.
Definitely, yes. Giving your opponent basic lands.
Yeah, especially against an opponent with Wasteland, but who is almost mana screwed.
Yeah.
It's like
maybe a bit color screwed as well. Like
Alex was like, yeah, sure. I'll take the basic.
Give me the basic.
Give me that.
Especially with playing back to basics, having a path to exile main
Yeah,
might
it's weird.
not seem
It's
always
probably
like
a
the best
metagame call, like
Yeah,
expecting a
likely.
lot of Jack Pile and Grixis Delver.
or even Eldrazi. All right. What do we have for sideboarding here?
Alright, sideboarding for Goran. I think he wants to take in the Pything Needle because there's so many cards Alex wants to activate. There's Ether Vial, Stoneforge Mystic, Equipment. There's another Supreme Verdict. There's a Gideon which might be okay, but other than that, he doesn't have a lot. A
What about
Disenchant.
Click?
The one of Endilion Click. I don't think it's great because you can get Karakast. And you don't get that much value. Like, usually.
but you can try to get, okay, maybe this is super unlikely, but you can try to get him with Stoneforge or
yeah, sure, but
or Vial.
he does play 3 equipment, so as soon as he draws another one, Stoneforge is still alive.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not that great.
And the Disenchant you mentioned, right?
Yeah, Disenchant needs to go in for sure. But he's lacking quite a bit of removal, I feel.
Yes.
Only 2 Supreme Verdict if you don't draw it or you don't get to 4 or 5 mana to cast it. It's not that reliable.
Like between Talia, Wasteland, and Vision Ports, it's
yeah,
gonna be rough.
It's really rough.
It's gonna be really rough.
What about Alex? What is he bringing to the table on game 2?
For sure, I would bring in on his side the Gideons against those controlling matchups.
Agree?
Definitely the Pontiff, the second Pontiff in the sideboard.
Just to deal with the true name?
Yes. 2 Judgments. Does he have any main, actually?
I don't think so.
No, so just 2 Judgment sideboard definitely coming in. Surgical Path, Needle. Maybe you could bring in the Needle, but I think the Revokers are enough. Maybe for chases, but I don't
think so.
I don't think you need it.
I think you want a lot of creatures
Yeah.
in this type of situation.
Yeah, and there are no Death Rides or like Grim Lavamancer kind of shenanigans going on.
Probably want the Sanctum Prelate as well.
Yeah, it turned out to be rather good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of no creature spells, there's True Name, there's Stoneforge, I suppose, and what else? Snappies. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just put it on one like 99% of the time, mostly because of Ponder, Preordain.
Yeah, like
And
60
also
to
Swords to
22
Plowshares.
spells somewhat in your opponent's deck. You just
Yeah.
turn them off.
Yeah. Do you leave in the Spell Pierce and Spell Snare on the side of Goran?
Let me think. So you take in one. Because the point is, like, do you take out the forces? Probably yes.
I think Spell Pierce on the draw is probably worse than
He's
Force
on the
of
play
Will.
though.
Yeah, he's on the play. Yeah.
So I mean, if you get the vial or get like a Gideon with it, or I don't know if Alex will play into that, obviously, but like with having Tharian to play, let's say, okay, casting his own Gideon turn 7 to play through Spell Pierce, so there's some, I think, viability to it. But maybe you're right, and you just keep in the forces. I just think you don't want the card disadvantage against this deck.
No, you don't want to, and I probably would take out a few, but I mean, he has so little cards to side in.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. I guess like 3 to
Yeah.
4 cards. So maybe take out the forces, or take out like 2 forces and 2 pierces.
Yeah, something like that. He probably even has to board in another back to basics. It's not
Yeah.
great, but it shuts down Caracas and Rishadenport.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
And
Cavern of Souls to some degree.
yes,
But it's not a great card. It's not like something you want to actively board in.
no,
But he just doesn't have any better cards.
I do agree.
Needle on Vial is great though.
Yeah,
It's exactly what you want.
just doesn't allow the Death and Taxes player to really develop his board the way he wants while taxing your mana and or just doing several things in a turn. D&T 1 game 1, yeah.
What do you name on Revoker? Can't read. It's too shiny. Everything is shiny.
It's not Jace, no? Is it? Wait, I'm gonna go.
Run, little man. It's apparently Jace the Mind Sculptor. Blindly calling it. It's quite unusual to see Jace the Mind Sculptor being named in this situation because the card is not that great in that matchup in the first place. But
Yeah,
the
but
board is empty, after a while is deactivated, so Jace is actually...
One of the only cards, and it is Chase the Mind
Yeah.
Sculptor. I don't know if you heard it.
And you don't really want to name an equipment because you play them all yourself. So, but Alex's board is not looking great at all. The Revoker is not the 2-mana drop you want, actually. Athervial is disabled, there's no Talia. And Goran is already on 4 lands without being disrupted. And Alex opting to go for the sort of Fire and Ice for the sole reason that True Name Nemesis is blue, so he can still represent the clock.
I saw a glimpse of a Supreme Verdict there in Goran's hand. What do you think? Shouldn't you, like, is it a possibility there also to try to draw out more threats of the D&T player in order to get value and then slam the True Name? Or
It's not what's happening anyway, as he's opting for the Snapcaster.
Yeah, I
Ponder.
see that.
I think Alex will be anticipating the Supreme Verdict.
Yeah, especially if you
So,
don't hit
yeah.
the board. Yeah.
I think he's fine with just sort of Fire and Ice beat down for now. So I don't think he will overextend on the board.
Yes.
I think he needs a land though to attack with the sword this time.
Where did the sword go though? In his hand, obviously.
What a surprise!
Surprise. He has a Pontiff, right? I think he has a Pontiff.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh, that would be
But
amazing.
he has no way to cast it, right?
He has no active file. Yeah, it would be on free.
Yeah,
but
he
you
needs
cannot
a
use
Cavern of Souls or a solution for the Python.
it. Is that a cavern?
I imagine it is. Yeah, it is.
Yes. Wow.
That's so cool.
You could go for the sword though as well.
Yeah.
Starting applying pressure.
It depends how much business he still has in hand, because going for Ords of Pontiff is fine as well, because it will force the... Oh,
Too late.
please go on 4.
Wow. If he does that,
That would be so next level. Yeah, but he pretty much has to. That's like the least expected play.
no, it's on one.
Yeah, now you definitely want to go for the Supreme Verdict, I feel like.
Because you have to at a certain point, right?
Yeah.
I don't think, unless he draws the equipment now.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't now, he will get beaten down by a sword on the next turn. Yeah, he's telegraphing the Supreme Verdict
Yep.
as well.
Lionel Dupré and Nico Filippo, please come to the registration table. Thank you.
What's the white card in his hand?
Didn't see it well. Containment Priest.
Oh. Oh. Just as a solution to the Aether Vial?
I suppose, yes.
And he opts not to cast Supreme Verdict. That is so weird.
Interesting.
Echo and Truth.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, in response to equipment.
Yeah, okay. If he does it in response to the equipment,
Yeah,
yes.
Alex was just a bit quick on the attack, I think. No, he wasn't. Guess
No,
not.
I don't think so. He asked.
Yeah.
There's the judge go.
Let the judge
Give us a
figure it
minute.
out. But I think it will be better to bounce the sword anyway,
Anyways.
to be honest. So because he needs to supreme verdict the next turn, I think.
I think he feels like he can raise him.
Can he though?
And the judge is running like a boss. Shout out to him, by the way, Oliver Blanc, judging here alone for like 80 people. So quite cool. Good job from him.
On a 10-round tournament, that's no small feature. Yeah, so is he going to bounce the sword now? Yeah, he is. That's fine.
So as he doesn't even, he can simply not do it as he passed his opportunity, and so he has to take back the play. I don't know if there was warning involved, but I think so. The judges noted something there. So.
Wow, he really wants to race him.
He really wants to race him, yeah. Oh man, this the pontiff is going to be such a blowout.
Yeah.
If he has it, if we didn't misread.
I wish he had a
Alice
way
Taylor.
to sacrifice the pontiff as well to get both activations at the same time.
But what for?
Huh?
Why? To kill the containment priest as well, or
Just in general
to be cool?
to be cool, yeah.
Because I want to trigger Haunt, and then I want to trigger Haunt again, and then I'm gonna be amazing.
So good.
There were so few cards with Haunt, right?
Yeah.
And this was like the one scene play. There was no. I don't know about standard. I have no clue about standard. But
I think in standard this card was seeing some play as well, but
right.
opting to go for the sword beatdown just to get rid of the Snapcaster Mage.
Yes, and drawing a card.
Yeah.
There's
Is that a Caracas? Looks
Caracas,
like a
yes. I don't think he has a Battle Skull in hand. I'm not sure though. If he gets to equip Battle Skull next turn, he's in such a good spot.
Yeah.
Any
No
interest-
more beatdown then.
Interesting. Really interesting.
Yeah.
And he has a sword, so he can save himself even. Okay, no Battle Skull, I suppose.
Oh man, I wish he would have gone for the Supreme Verdict. He could have still raced with Snapcaster Mage
Wow.
and Containment Priest after the Supreme Verdict.
No,
There's
okay.
a Council's Judgment.
This will resolve, I think.
Yeah. I don't think there's counter magic in his hand. Just like a Brainstorm and a Supreme Verdict.
And some other stuff.
Maybe another mana cost 1 card.
During draw step.
Being cheeky.
So
It
annoying.
doesn't really do anything, but
Yeah, it makes him fetch for the second white in case he wants to wipe, but
yeah, I guess. And he has to Supreme Verdict now, right?
it's sleepful if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Since he fetched to cast it.
It's kind of frustrating. I would have liked to go the game in another way. Like if he cast the Supreme Verdict and then both redevelop their board, I think it would have been a very interesting game.
Yes. Like especially committing the Snappy there to the board. Although
Yeah.
Snappy is not much on the board, still like hold back your true name. Maybe he extends a third creature to the board, which you get with the Wrath, and then you can reload. But
Yeah.
was a bit greedy maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
Alex,
he underestimated the power of the sword as well.
yes. Yes, and I mean, he probably doesn't know that there are 2 pontiffs and 2 judgments now to handle his true name. If he would have known that, maybe. Yeah, now we got Value Town. I think
Alex's hand is so full now. Ooh.
Flicker Wisp.
Could go for the needle.
He's gonna put out the needle, and then he's gonna develop further with a recruiter, and then he vials in another flicker wisp, and is gonna trigger the recruiter. Let's see. No, he doesn't. He simply equips and says go.
Yeah, and uses the vial once, which
Yeah,
is
he
fine.
should.
Flicker Wisp is so cool. It does so
It's
much.
an
in
amazing
this
card.
deck, yeah.
It's an amazing.
So much utility.
And it's
Even
also
just in worst case, you get to untap a land and use a
Yeah.
board or something
Yeah.
like that.
and in best
that's-
case, you kill 20 legendary tokens.
Yeah, it's fine as well. Or just
Reset
get a
chalice,
loop with the
yeah.
recruiter, or
Yeah.
gets a pontiff. That's such a safe play to make.
Yeah, I don't agree showing it.
Huh?
I don't agree showing it.
Revealing that he's playing
Like
a pontiff.
in case there's another Supreme Verdict and somehow maybe there's a Sphinx
Yeah.
Revelation or something and he wins this game for game 3. But okay.
I don't think it matters too much
No, it doesn't matter too much.
because Goran, it's not like you can play much around it or try to stop it.
Yeah.
It's just something
it's,
to keep
it's
in
completely
mind.
right. It's completely right. Coming down a Baneslayer Angel now. That would be massive.
That would be so cool. Would actually be a great card in this
Yeah,
matchup.
yeah.
Is that main phase?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
That
He-
seems so weird because now
Yes.
you can just
Equip
re-equip.
the sword and still attack and draw cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
agree.
understand. I don't understand so many things.
Well, it's a complicated, huge world you're living in, Jonas.
Yeah,
Tell me more about it.
nah. Too old, man. Too old.
Gideon on top of it. So, yeah, he drew a lot of cards off the swords and has like 5 cards ahead, it feels.
Oh, what's the ultimate?
He's getting an emblem.
What does it do? I don't remember.
It gives, wait, all your creatures +1/+1, I think?
So it's lethal now?
Yeah, yeah. Snappy, which cannot block,
Yeah, does nothing.
but has a sword. Yeah, so he's gonna swords again. Like, he would have bought so much time if he, like, the first swords now, then take 1 damage, and then he has another turn to swords again, and maybe
Yeah.
find a chase in between and start
So
doing
true.
some cool stuff.
Wow, sorting the snappy. That's
Beast.
amazing.
What a beast. What does he have?
I think the Gideon ultimate was cool, but it was kind of greedy.
Yeah, he thought he had the game, I think. He
Yeah, I think so.
or he
as
thought
well.
it didn't matter, and
It probably doesn't, but
no,
he's giving him a small chance to crawl back into this game.
yes. He's not out 100%. He's
Yeah.
not out.
He could draw like Jace into Stoneforge Mystic, something along these lines.
hmm Finding his own Battle Skull, etc. pp. And more card advantage for.
Yay. That's another reason not to cast a sword on the Snapcaster Mage. Unless you're scared that you'll lose the Monarch. But I mean... Did he forgot the Monarchy trigger?
No, he drew. No, he drew. It just looked like he would pass after the Monarch trigger, but he probably is that end step trigger pass. Oh, there's another swords.
It just doesn't do anything. It's like you're trading so inefficiently at this point.
Yes.
Even just hard casting Better Skull now is like, how do you deal with that?
He has 1 card in hand, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Needs to be an Ancestral Recall though. At least.
He has 1 drop on the Shardless Agent. And there's going to be an Ancestral Visions on top. Maybe. Maybe.
Nah.
There was this deck like during old times, I think before Treasure Cruise and so were printed, where there was this shardless band deck with Stoneforge Mystics. What did you think of it? Why is it not played at all in comparison to or wasn't it played that much to Shardless Buck? Like if you compare it, it's a huge value, no? Shardless H and sorry guys, we got the game. Alex did it.
Nicely done by Alex.
Decent.
And I think
2-0.
I think Goran could have gotten a lot more value out of his cards if he played more in a control-y way and instead of going for the beatdown with True Name Nemesis.
Yes.
I think he drew quite badly as well, though, but
yeah,
it would have been a much different game because he would have had the Containment Priest and the Snapcaster Mage in hand.
Yeah, but especially like if he verdict after the prelate, he gets to cast that Brainstorm, which he has in hand, and he gets to sculpt his hand further.
Yeah.
And Alex has to reload the board right away, and wouldn't have drawn like so many cards of sorts. I think that's my feeling, but maybe it's wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Certainly had his reasons to play the way he played.
Regarding your question, I'm not so sure, but I think you were talking about the Shardless Buck version, right?
Shardless Band, actually. There was a version with...
but you were comparing it to the Shardless Buck.
Yeah, and...
Yes. I think the Shardless Band just has the worst cascade spells.
You think Stoneforge Mystic is worse than... I mean, there's Brainstorms, but all the blue cards are the same, probably?
Yes.
So, Hymn to Turak, most likely, you think is very good? Baleful Strix?
Yes, both are very good, and you don't want to cascade into Sword, necessarily. Baleful Strix is just better.
But you will play DKs as well in the bug version, so you can cascade into DK. Okay, it is DK much wider than Sword Splashers, but...
Yeah,
it's okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not entirely convinced that either of the decks is very good, to be honest, because they have quite a bit of randomness to them. Like a Grixis Delver will punish you so hard if you have like if the vision is stranded in your hand or you have bad cascades.
Yes.
I think it's just the randomness that pushes the deck to below average or below top 2.
I agree.
Would you like to conduct an interview with our happy winner?
See if Mrs.
I'm going to
Alex. All right, so we got our winner with us, Alex. Actually, Cook. Sorry, I got it wrong with the names.
It's okay. So,
how are you doing, Alex?
Yeah, I'm good. That was I was a bit greedy, I think, with the Gideon emblem.
Yes.
I was like, if he doesn't have a Snapcaster, I win on the spot, right?
Yeah.
I did go for it. I had 6 cards in hand, and I had like the.
Very good position.
Yeah, I had Orzhov Pontiff for if he has a true name. I had Swords to Plowshares if I need to gain some life. I had another Aether Vial. I had
Batterskull since ages, right?
Yeah, the Batterskull and the Palace Jailer in my hand still. So I was just slam the Gideon, make the emblem, and maybe get there. And if not, well, my dudes are still
enough. I have enough stuff to get over it. That's what we thought. It was probably greedy, but
it was very like I would never realistically should never make that play. Yes. But 1 card in hand, and I see a win, so might as well try it, right?
That's really good. How do you feel about the first game? Was it?
First game was fine. I think it was pretty like elementary. I don't know why he was being so aggressive with his true name.
Yep.
I think he should have been blocking so that I can't get in. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I used my mother offensively to get in for 2 straight away. Because that game comes down to a racing situation.
And then you started attacking, and so you could attack with both creatures.
Exactly,
it was
right.
actually quite a difficult board state, I think. And they were,
I think
for him have.
Yeah, I think for him, he should have been trying to be defensive.
Obviously, you get in with everything once you attack with the true name.
Yeah, as soon as he's turned his true name sideways, I've got nothing to worry about, and I can just attack for 4, 6, 8, etc. Just adding another body to the board. So I thought game 1 was pretty okay for me.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, game 2, all of the I'm playing the main deck Palace Jailer, main deck Oars of Pontiff.
Yes,
and
we
just
saw
using Cavern of Souls.
For the luck and the vial, obviously.
Exactly. And they've been phenomenal.
It's super nice tech, I think.
I've won
because
every
it's so good
mirror
against
match.
many bad matchups.
Yeah.
Right? It's mirror match, it's huge. It's against elves, it's huge.
It's
which is
so
a terrible
good
match.
against elves.
It
Oh
must
my
feel
god!
amazing,
Elves is anyone that plays D&T that's listening to the stream, elves is horrible, and they know that, right?
Yeah.
Just having an answer main deck, just gives you so much more percentage points, and it makes elves players tilt.
Yeah.
If you board wipe the main deck game 1, they're gonna start a little bit on edge,
They're a bit shaky.
Yeah.
Great in the mirror match as well.
Yeah, killing Mother of Runes is just that's the one, it's real good to get rid of Mother of Runes.
Beautiful.
I'm a huge advocate of the one of Zealous Persecution for the same reason.
Sure, yeah.
Kills players so
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
So nice. Also true names like
literally, that's it. It's
so many things.
It was originally brought in as an answer for True Name and Young Pyromancer. Because we wanted to play Palace Jailer. Most of this comes from Julian Fleury.
Yeah.
We were discussing it, and you want to play a Palace Jailer, but sometimes they have too many Pyromance tokens, or they have a True Name, and then Jailer can't actually do its job. So the inclusion of Pontiff allowed us to get rid of those problems, and it just really improved all the matchups. So Recruit has been a great addition to D&T. I played 3 D&T mirror matches today.
Yes.
I didn't drop a game.
Okay.
No, I played one round 1. I played one round 3 and then round 5, and I went 2-0 in all of the mirror matches.
Congratulations to that.
so-
Must feel really good.
Yeah, that was good. Felt good.
Stomp the mirror matches.
I haven't been playing Legacy for a long time. I've been moved over to Modern.
Yep.
And I felt a bit rusty coming here today, but it's been good. It's been good.
And fun, I hope so.
Yeah. I'm enjoying myself. I'm on the tiebreaker sweat for top 8 now.
Yeah.
I was in 8th going into that winning in, and now
So then it should be enough.
I hope so, but there's
I
4
suppose.
people on the same record, so it's going to be tight.
Right, but you were the first one of these.
My opponent was 7th. I beat him, obviously,
so
and then I beat
very
one
likely
person
you're
that's
gonna-
already in top 8. So I hope that I make
Should
6th or 7th, I think.
should be enough.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's great. Thank you very much, Alex.
No worries.
Wish you good luck, dude.
Sweet.
See you later.
Alright guys, this was the last round in Swiss. We will take a short break, probably 10 to 15 minutes, and after that we're going to have 3 more matches in the top 8.
Yeah, we're gonna have some food since we're starving a bit, and some more magic to come.
Stay tuned.
Yes, guys. Talk
See
to
you in
you.
a second.